And another good morning. I'm just seeing what's going on here. Should be live on my phone, but not here. Maybe I hit read. Oh, there I go. Just want to mute myself on that TV. There we go. And go over to the zoo page. December 27th. Visit the zoo day. Well, I guess it's a good idea for in between holidays and during Hanukkah, and a lot of people visit their hometowns, like to show their families their hometown zoos. So I too think that visiting the zoo in the winter. But if you're in the southern hemisphere, then it's not the winter, it's the summer. Anyways, visit the zoo day. GoCybernaut.com. I'm covering holidays, and that's the holiday of the day. So Go Cybernaut, GoCybernaut.com. And you'll find a wide resources about zoos and are they good or bad for animals, and you can explore the association of zoos and aquariums. There's live cameras from the San Diego Zoo once the sun comes up there. Let's see. If kids want to know what zoos are for, or there's a good video of Robert Irwin's virtual Australia zoo tour. A few books for kids from Amazon. The Singapore Zoo in 4K. That's quite the zoo to visit. Some more resources. GoCybernaut.com resort. If you like zoos, maybe a National Wildlife Day or Elephant Appreciation Day, International Cheetah Day, National Arabian Horse Day, National Panda Day. We celebrate animals throughout the year. And if you're a Geoguessr fan, I've got a Geoguessr Zoo and Wildlife Park Challenge. I actually got a link down right below here. You want to give Geoguessr a tour, a chance? It's a game where you're plopped in the middle of a zoo or aquarium somewhere, and you got to guess where you are. And the closer you are to the position, the more points you get. Here's a nice video tour of the London Zoo walking tour. I actually might have watched a few of these today. No, I'm still on bed rest, as you can tell. I'm the YouTuber that comes to work in the morning in pajamas and, all this. And that is what's happening today. Now that I got that out of the way, let's sit back and see if anybody wants to visit. What time is it? Probably about exactly time. Oh, I'm not even supposed to be going live for 3 minutes. Well, I just don't know what to do with this hair. I've been having a hair problem lately. What do you suggest? I suggest keeping it out of the way. Wow, I got a lot out of there in 4 minutes. Anyway, my name is Gail. I've been creating resources for the web since the mid-90s, and I currently have a website, GoCybernaut.com, that I've created with all the bells and, linking to sites that clear information that you want without all the bells and whistles and overstimulation that the neurodivergent community might find frustrating. In fact, I think anybody finds frustrating. I've said it before, I'll say it again because you might be new, but I read once that visiting a bad website is the same emotional response as watching a very scary scene in a movie. So there you go. Good morning, Isla. Here I am here, trying to figure out what to do with my hair and my bed rest uniform. I was just talking how it's Visit the Zoo Day. Of course, I have no zoo where I live in Vancouver Island. I don't know. I don't think there's a zoo in Victoria either. Maybe, is there a small zoo? Would you know, Isla? remember we used to have a zoo when I lived on the mainland of Vancouver when I was a child. I would go there every weekend and visit the monkeys. I actually had a monkey friend that recognized me, and like the monkeys and the otters, the penguins, and the polar bears. This when the polar bears were young. Wasn't much of a zoo though, when you come to think of it. Never visited the newer Vancouver Zoo. That's actually somewhere outside of Vancouver. But I have visited the San Diego Zoo and the Winnipeg Zoo when my children were younger. I've got a video. I will link it down below. When I think it was 1989, we visited the Winnipeg Zoo with our children, three or four of our children, and my husband's father and stepmother. It was shortly before his father passed away from cancer. So a great memory. Again, a good idea for putting family videos on YouTube to share with your family, because you never realize how special those memories can be. I've always managed to try to stay on the other side of the camera. This all here is pretty new to me. You very rarely will see me in a video, except for my mother. I couldn't escape my mother, because when I got a video camera, she saw I was enjoying it. Um, I got mine in '89, so within a few years. Anyways, she would follow me around this video, me videoing, or don't even call it videoing, even filming. I was an early adopter of the YouTube from the other side of the camera. So yeah, it's been one of these mornings. I tapped into this really nice meditation music I've linked down below from the Archangel Michael. I don't know if you know anything about the Archangel Michael, but yesterday I had a very, very, very extremely horrible pain day, and I started my fourth great grandfather was baptized in the Catholic Church of Archangel Michael in Dublin, Ireland. So I'm like, I need an archangel. I need someone to help me out here. So I looked up on YouTube and came with some really, really nice, relaxing. It really leveled me out today. And then of course I thought, oh, I feel pretty good, you know. Maybe I'll just get started working on. I thought I have some links to check in some of the early January, or mid January resources I have. And I noticed that I had $100 donation to my GoFundMe, and it just, oh, there, okay, then the tears started, because I was just so grateful and thankful, and it means so much. Oh, gosh. So that happened. But yeah, no, and whatever I had planned for yesterday, I didn't do any schoolwork. I think that just maybe today. I don't even think today. I need to be able to concentrate. But I did make headway on the New Year's YouTube playlist, which is one of my playlists, and caught up in a few. I'm into May 1991 Emmerdale, and so I'm getting all wrapped up in that. And of course, I watched the latest episode Emmerdale now that I realized that, thank goodness, BritBox is keeping it. I'm still waiting for. I thought there was supposed to be a Christmas, a special Christmas episode called Midwife, and it's going to be like the finale. So I'll be waiting for that. Oh, I watched the Princess Catherine's carols. That was so lovely, so beautiful, and you know, and it really did. The message really was empathy, and so that was probably a good day to watch it on St. Stephen's Day, since he was the patron saint of the poor and needy. And what else did I do? I watched a movie on Netflix called Gimme Shelter. Predictable, you know. And a lot of New Year's stuff. I watched the New Year's, and I put it in the New Year's countdown playlist. from Chicago and it had Chuck Berry. It's pretty wild. Just at some, I don't know, some local nightclub or something. So that was unusual. I'm looking for the unusual things. I think I made it up to a newscast one year. I think it's in the 70s somewhere. It's good to put a little history in there just so people can understand. Like, I think I put the Gorbachev Reagan New Year's speech they did together, just because it'd be interesting to compare to, this state of the world right now. Boy, oh boy, history's always been a favorite of mine. Like it goes along with the genealogy and how I was saying I just love to do and genealogies because I love to learn people's stories. And so yes, I've always had a religious history. Plenty of stimming going along today. I tell you, the old flapping feet. Just the day 81 on bed rest. I think it's 81. I don't know if I'll lose track, but it's just very, very difficult when you're a sensitive, neurodivergent. It's very sensitive to any physical touch or anything. So I'm getting myself to breathe, and that beautiful Archangel Michael. What was it called? Let me see. Look over on my TV. I've got so many. I can tell you exactly what I was doing from the number of windows I have open. Prime. Here we are. Archangel Michael, purging negative energy from you and your home. 888. I don't know. It gives HZ. I don't even know what that means. But all I know is it was just very, very calming, and this is what I needed. I think it's the between you know how healing pain is. Ugh. It's just causing so much anxiety. I need some level of that. On the good hand, I know I'm healing. Let's just please let us be healing for good here. Yeah, so visit the zoo day. What else? I did do I had to do a Geoguessr challenge. So I've done that. Create to link down here below for anybody who wants to try out Geoguessr Zoos. And so I did do that this morning. I still have I have a lot of tournaments to do. I keep saying, really, when you can't see it, it's kind of difficult. Oh, what the heck is this? Okay, here we are. How many do I have? How many duels I have? It's Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I actually been doing not too bad on Geoguessr. I have 15 to do, so that's 5 a day. So I better get moving on that. I've lost myself. So, yeah. My stomach is crawling. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Oh my goodness. And I'm sure that Bob has to go to the store today, so at some point I'll be putting up with the antics of Miles, even though he is getting better. He came in here for a minute, made himself comfortable in the bed, but the position and what he was doing, I'm like, Miles, very rude, out of here. People do not want to watch that. What can I say? He's a year and a half, year and 3/4, male, fully intact, purebred, English, Labrador Retriever. That's a mouthful. But so he's gone back to bed. I don't know. Anything else? Anything on your plans today, Isla? Or any, I haven't had a sip of my coffee. I made it an hour ago. I'm going to try to sip. Oh, I did my bit of sitting earlier when I was putting this together. It's patience, 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 patience. I suppose this is what the lesson is of this part of my life. Mm. But yeah, no plans here for New Year's. I don't know about you. Um, no plans. My plans for 2025 are to reap the benefits of all that I've sowed in this year. But I'm very happy. I did, since I was feeling so good after listening to this Archangel, which I still have on, but I can't listen to it because I can't talk at the same time. But I thought, hey, I'm gonna do some work, so I did some checking on some upcoming stories, and in the all, I'm keeping top of things pretty good. I should knock on wood again. Knock on wood once. I mean, I've got a few things like I've got to fix a link to a bobblehead for sale at Amazon in the bobblehead day. I'm just trying to look at my day here. Um, Uruguayan radio stations. Go listen to them at some point today. Um, let's see. Is there anything else? Houseplant. Appreciate houseplants. There's something in houseplants. I can't remember what. A bad link to a book or something, perhaps. Houseplant Appreciation Day. I need to learn. I don't know what it is. I can grow plants like out in the obviously I've done these huge estate gardens that I'm fine with that, but I can't for the life of me keep anything alive. I have a little cactus. It's the only thing, and I struggle even with that. I don't know what it is. My mother was great. She had that green thumb. I'm telling you. I have to check. Let's see, National Arkansas Day, so I'll be checking all those radio stations. I find it really interesting when I'm checking the radio station of a certain place, like state or country. You really can learn a lot from from the radio stations, from the type of music, from the type of news, um, type of discussion. As long as it's not too triggering for me. Arkansas might be a little bit triggering. And then Heritage Treasure Days in the UK. I really like that. I think it is an EK. Yeah. Isla says, not really, just chilling. I may be having another live stream on New Year's Day and do a spirit session like my brother Steve and I used to do. Oh, that's nice. Something to look forward to. I don't know what happened here last this weekend. I put my lights. I noticed my lights are flashing. I got them straight blue. I'm like, Arthur, wait till she comes home. When she comes home, you can visit with her. Right now, I'm going through something else myself right now, and I need to get through this pain. But it's really made me think about him in the last couple of days. He's such a nice man. But I hope he got all his answers there, because it was a pretty big mess. Oh man, what is it with my hair? And things like, ugh. I don't get my hair cut because I have that sensitivity thing. And when I was a kid, my parents would pretty almost just shave my head. It's pathetic. It was sad. So I just don't do it now. I mean, I should probably, but I probably feel a lot better. But I don't know. Maybe it's a control thing. The last thing that I have control of. Let's see. What am I going to do today? Radio stations. I'm going to listen to Uruguayan radio station and Arkansas radio stations. Yeah, who knows what I'm going to find. You'd be surprised. It seems like the Eastern European radio stations, the ones that got it together, I find some pretty neat stuff on there. And keeps me multicultural. Hey, let's check and see how many countries have come to my website so far in December. I'm only going to really start doing real stats in January because everything was such a mess. There were so many months. I mean, all that server outages and all that was going on. Oh, we're up to 63 countries, which isn't too bad. I really don't care if I have a million people come or not. I just want the right people. Um, the right people. Same thing with here. I don't care if a million people come here. I just want the right people. But I really wish, like for this chat especially, because I know there's got to be a lot of people. Because I mean, there's a lot of hours that I just would lay there and suffer in the morning. And here, at least, it's a reason to, you know, free to be like that, be just the way we are. But I know there's got to be people that really you know, could benefit, and not just if you're neurodivergent or if you're in chronic pain or what anybody, you know, you don't have to have something wrong with you to be to need friends or or be lonely and that. So I think once to sit. Once I can sit, I'm going to sit down with the camera and I'm going to make an introductory video, I think. And because it's the same thing with the website. It's not, I don't need a million people coming. I just want somebody who says, wow, I'm really into bobbleheads. Bobbleheads, when I think, I can't believe someone's gone to the trouble to put all these things together so I don't have to be lost out there with all this the trash. Basically, it's a trash. It's like in the Pacific Ocean they have that plastic where they have that. I don't know. They fix that plastic trash thing. Well, that's just the World Wide Web has got a lot of, and we don't need that. And see, it's been a challenge. It's been my job. It's what I've done like for 30 years. So it's my thing. I don't mind finding the good stuff so other people can just get to it. But I want those people. That's the people I want. I don't need a million people. I don't need a million. It's really funny when I joined this YouTube sort of group on Facebook to get ideas for promotion and that. And as soon as you post something with your everything, post your YouTube channels and blah 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 whatever. Okay. So I did. All of a sudden, there's all these people that want to sell you 1,000 subscribers. Why would I want that? Why would I want 1,000 subscribers when I have no idea if even one of them is interested in what I'm offering? That's just silly. Is that just so you can? I guess it's just so they reach the point. Once you reach that point, you're allowed to get advertising and that. But whatever happened to people who just want to do quality stuff like this? Like, how much more quality can you get? Like this, right? Oh. But now that I mean, come on. If you sit there in your pajamas on YouTube, you gotta worry about trolls coming in and think, what are they gonna say to you? That's the other thing. Is if anybody thinks they could ever come in here and make my life any worse than anything I already experienced, well, it's a challenge for them. But I really don't care. I really don't care. I've overcome enough stuff that I can deal with people who are so sad they have to do those kind of things. Hey, maybe that's what we need in here. Let's convert over all the sad people that are causing problems for everybody who's just trying to do the good thing. Oh, okay. I'm listening to Tanya. It seems like her Christmas is going smoothly enough. Yeah, when your first Christmas alone, Tanya's FM is a YouTuber I watch every day. Yeah, it's nice to watch her life, to see that's working on. See, those are the kind of things I like. I don't even know if anybody has ever come in and been a troll to her, to tell you the truth. I don't think she'd pay attention. Oh, I'm glad they're helpful, because they're helpful to me too. And believe me, when I wake up, I think it was 2:30 this morning. Boy, the first hour is just like it's just trying to, you're trying to regulate yourself. You're on your medications, on your meditation, and your breathing, and then you know. Actually, what I do is I play cards online. I play misplay, and I get points for Amazon cards. I played cards this morning. And all that Archangel music from Archangel Michael, and I listen to that. So, but yeah, there was a bit a time there where the tears of frustration came down. Um, I think what it is when you realize that you're still. I don't know why I think I should one day wake up and everything's good again now, but it's sort of waking up and having that reminder that it's going to be another really long day of dealing with pain. Look, get through that and all that. But by the time, and I really think, oh, I don't know if I can do this today. I don't know if I can do this today. But the time I guess about 4 o'clock comes along, I'm okay. Let's get this sort of set up and that, and see how we feel, and now I'm into it. And then by the time that 5 o'clock comes, or like me, 5 is 5 because that's one of my my things is never being late. I don't know why. So I always have to be 5 minutes early, always. But yeah, and then I'm up and then we're talking for an hour, and the weird thing is I'm not used to talking. I'm not a talker. Um, the whole thing's I can find enough to talk about. I mean, like I thought, well, this would be a good way to promote whatever day it is. Like today, it's the zoo day. Well, that took like 3.5 minutes to talk about. But I guess I could go in. People wanted to come in and talk about it and say, Liz, I'm perfectly able to, and I am perfectly able to talk about apparently 630 other things because that's how many pages I have. Oh, latest count. Google has. Excuse me. It's a sitting up that hurts. Google has 323 pages are actually in this Google system now, so they're in the search. So we're halfway there. This has been a 6 months journey, I tell you. So let's reach the right people. Yeah, maybe the right people will come here. Who knows? Let's all bring it all together. I guess that's what's I got. There's no rush for me. The fact that I didn't do my class yesterday, it is self-paced, so I do have a week to do a couple hours basically of work, schoolwork. So yeah, I'm not stressing about that. I just want to be in the right frame of mind that I can absorb it. Not just absorb it, but sort of fit it into to my plans or how it's going to shape what I do in the future. Yeah, so that's a great unknown. Today will probably be more Emmerdale. We'll probably get ourselves in June of 91. Yes, 91. Let me take a look. I have all these windows open on my TV with everything. I do things in order, like watching Emmerdale, watching Netflix. Emmerdale, 30th April, 1991. I don't know about Netflix. I might just close that down. Look for good documentaries, but I've watched them all. It's just Alden's New Year's Eve stuff, Prime Video, waiting for Call the Midwife. Yeah, looks like a lot of New Year's Eve stuff and Uruguayan radio stations. If you're ever interested in listening to radio stations of different types, yeah, go to my. Let's see, where am I? I got so many pages. Uruguay. On the front page of my website, Go Cybernaut. Geocybernaut.com. have you scroll all the way down there and you go to view sitemap. It lists every page. So if you go down to travel, it lists every place I cover. And yeah, most of them have got radio stations from that place. And I'm telling you, I just love it. I just love listening to the radio from wherever. Play homage to that day. I lost myself. Where are we? Also on this, I've also got another dozen. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's my plan. I won't even know till tomorrow what I'm doing for New Year's. I won't even know New Year. I'll probably go to sleep about 8, and then I'll hear everybody making how much noise about New. Yeah, oh yeah, they let fireworks off. I think people across the street, so that'll wake me up there. I used to enjoy watching it go across the globe. Maybe I'll listen to radio stations. That's it. I'm going to listen to radio stations as they go across and celebrate New Year's. The plans made. And I don't know if anybody else will be doing that. Yeah, but for today, just more. The playlists I'm getting are pretty good, pretty interesting. I might have enough, I don't know. I think with these playlists that I'll do for each holiday that I can, um, they're constantly growing, be a constantly growing thing. I don't know. But we'll all have hope for the new year. There'll be a much better place, much more opportunities, and far less challenges. Okay, well, I'm moving over here, wherever I was on this TV, which is probably about ready to go off. So, celebrate zoos. Uh, where is it? Celebrate Zoo Day. Tomorrow is card playing day. Maybe I'll take those Russian gypsy fortune telling cards. Now that I've read all the background on it and make use of them tomorrow. Be a good time. Yeah, considering this would be New Year's Eve. Isla says, my friend Isabel said that the stores had oh my gosh, had Valentine's Day stuff on Christmas Eve. Oh, timed up my Valentine's Day stuff. I was actually thinking about starting. I can't wait to start that playlist. There's got to be plenty of sitcoms. Not very many about New Year's. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous, this braid thing. But I'm just trying to keep, and it's going to make my hair go more fluff. It's a funky day today. No, I think it's going to be a good day. I have a good feeling about today, I just do. Something's going to happen. Is there going to be another storm? Let's put windy TV on. See that? It's weird. It cleared up really nicely here yesterday when it was supposed to be storming. We did have, it was so weird. Across the street, these are houses across the street, and it's like they don't really have a sidewalk, but it's just sort of like, grass. And these people have a hedge, and these three, I guess, in their homeless or whatever, decided to set up camp, and they were using the people's car as part of their campsite. And then all of a sudden, they started a fire, like a campfire in the front of these people's house. But it was when the guy went around the hedge and relieved himself. Is that the police came and said, "Okay, that's enough. Now you have obviously trespassing these poor people's yard." But it was quite interesting. Okay, let's see what Windy TV says for. Maybe I should turn this over. Let's see what we got for the next few days for the wind on Vancouver Island. Can we see it? Oh, can we see it? I don't know if you can or not. Probably not too good. Let's see, we got any storms coming in. I think there was supposed to be one on Saturday. Oh, here comes one. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to get a bit stuff on Saturday. tomorrow. Hmm. Yeah, they're sure getting it there over on the west coast of the island, the north coast. Oh, definitely for Saturday. Another one coming Monday? No, um, a little bit. Well, it looks like we're going to have a bit of Saturday. Saturday win. I'm excited for Saturday. My new calendar for 2025 comes from Amazon. It's going to be all unusual or quirky holidays. I'm going to yeah, that was dangerous. The guy next door, who also has autism, by the way, we're really good buddies, autism buddies, but he's got his sensitivity to noises and definitely fire. Um, and he's watching for quite a while. As soon as he phoned the fire, and the police came and talked to him, everything. And then they told him next door that, well, there's nothing he can do about it because it's not private property. But as soon as he went around, and yeah, I mean, we could see it. I couldn't see it. I didn't have the view because I got a tree in my way. My husband, from his desk in the living room, he saw this guy actually go behind this guy's hedge and um, do a number two, and yeah, and that was that was going over the line. So I don't know where this guy went. Um, he had a wheelchair and a baby bug. He had all these things tied together, and last night he was heading down the street. So I don't know where he ended up, but um, there's a shelter a block away, and I'm just wondering. I don't know if they allow them to bring all that stuff in or not. They're pretty well full. I think there's a waiting list there, anyways. It's just inner city living. It's just the way that's what you see. But yeah, the fires do worry me. I was worried because we have kind of half. If accessible parking where it's overcovered, and I know before they have went in there to see and started fires. So that's what I worry about because this is just my building. This is just right beside where I'm sleeping, and that is worrisome. I'm telling you, the times we live in, I don't see it getting any better. I don't see it getting any better. And how we got Elon Musk trying to shut down Wikipedia. Oh, next thing you know, he'd be trying to shut down me. You know how much I use Wikipedia? Doesn't want people to be able to think for themselves. This is just, and Trump telling Wayne Gretzky to run for, not even prime minister, what do you call him? Canada's governor. Doesn't even know that it's prime minister. Oh, but when we know, like, well, Gretzky's like his little buddy right now. But I'm just like, what is going on? I mean, I stay in my own country and let them all leave me alone, please? It's bad enough that I got to worry about my friends down there. Don't bring it up here, please. We've got enough problems up here. All I want is doctors, you know. I'd probably vote for anybody if they brought doctors for everybody. I don't think a civilized Western prosperous country like ours should have to worry about doctors for their elderly, doctors for their children, doctors where you have to go line up at 6 a.m. to possibly be seen sometime during that day. Um, that's all. That's the one thing. The one thing that got me right now. But basically everything about seniors. I think seniors just being totally treated. I think maybe they always have been. See, that's what I'm saying. And I'm sorry for any of my ancestors or any seniors that have gone before me. I'm telling you. Ida says, after surviving a hotel fire, I'm very alert and nervous if I smell smoke in our community. Yes, I'm the same way. I had it when my eldest son was, oh, maybe a year old, around a year old. We had actually, no, he was older than a year old because it was in February. So he's 15 months old. we were displaced. So I ended up going to Toronto, and it was terrifying. We were running out of a building. I had running out of a building with a baby in a diaper and a blanket, and the windows were exploding all around us. Never again. There have been a few fires in the building that I live in, minor fires, thank goodness, and they were set by the same person for the most part, and she's uh, since deceased from other. She ended up she ended up I guess like kidney failure or something. I can't remember, but yeah, knock on wood again. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm out on the second floor, so I'm lucky. But I'm not going anywhere because my dog will not do stairs. He's terrified of stairs. So um, I'll flush him off the balcony with him. You know, I don't care if I have a broken leg or something. But yeah, once you've had a fire, it's a terrifying experience, and it can happen so early. Yeah, and where I live here, it's like there's a ravine down in the park, and in the summer they often be homeless camps there, and there's been a few like those canister explosions and scares because when it's dry, it will just it could come right up that ravine and take out. It's all maple trees and underbrush. Take all the houses and the apartment complexes along there, and it's so dangerous. Unfortunately, I do have a really good neighborhood watch group on Facebook, so anything of that nature is communicated very, very quickly. Well, even the fireworks. Uh, one thing Miles never bothered with fireworks. Um, with Lucy, when we lived on the farm, all the farmland behind our house was all in the fall. The farmers would hunt there for ducks, I guess, geese, ducks, whatever they hunt for. So every Sunday morning at dawn, it was nonstop, all like for all morning. So she was always used to all the sound. But him, I don't know, maybe he's part of the breed lab, and maybe they're gun dogs. How do we? Oh yeah, fireworks. Oh my gosh, you want to see fireworks on New Year's? Go to Hawaii. My goodness, we lived in Hilo, 97 when 97 turned into 98, and I mean we went in the drugstore, and the aisles were basically this is New Year's Eve gunpowder. I've never seen anything like it. But these people, they'll put off thousands of firecrackers all at once. And the people next to us, I don't know what they built, but I'm swear the house left the foundation. Um, I was we were doing gardening for Mrs. Brinkman, a lady in Hilo, and she says to us, "Oh, what are you gonna do for New Year's?" I said, "Oh, nothing." She goes, "Well, you have to leave. You can't stay here." Like, what are you talking about? Oh, no, no. She says, "I'm going to the Kilauea army camp because her husband had been in the army. They have an army camp. You can rent cabins." Boy, did we ever find out! I've never seen anything like the fireworks. I'm not gonna see if I can find some live cams to to watch that. But I guess it has something to do with because you got to remember in Hawaii, it's a blending of cultures, and it's probably has some. Yeah, I think it had something to do with we're scaring away the spirits of negativity from the previous year, and all that sort of thing. Ugh. Oh, Iowa says we have a catering and conference center attached to our building, and last Christmas Day the fire alarm went off 12 times. I guess the business didn't ventilate properly. Oh, it would make you mad. That would be so annoying. Oh my goodness. Because when you have a sensitivity to noise or fire alarms, especially when you've been in a bad fire, that's like setting the trauma over and over and over again. You're still getting that. You're still getting that anxiety each time. Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh. I'm like when we had Lucy, before we had Miles, and I was able to go out during a fire. I was always the first one out. Not only that, I looked on this. I looked on the map thing they have outside the building. I knew exactly where it was. I advised everybody as they came out. Oh my goodness! But knock on wood, it's been a long time since we've never had a fire. No, wait a minute. We did have one fire alarm, um, when we had Miles, and I went out on the balcony. And it was a false alarm for some reason. I don't know. It wasn't even somebody, kid pulled it or something. Mm. But last, this is funny. Last Halloween, our next door neighbors, like with the Parent Teacher Association, they're putting on a school dance for Halloween. So they had rented a fog machine. So she decided to try it out in the house. And all of a sudden, my husband comes running in. Fire, fire, smoke billowing out of her apartment, right? So he's gone out in the hall to start banging on her door to see they're okay. And I went out on the balcony. I'm like, what's going on? And she's out there telling me, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But, oh, yeah. Ah, never do that again. It was pretty, yeah. But when he was 8 or 9, um, and where they again remember we're old, right? So in our days, sometimes he had outhouses, and not So he was somewhere up in northern BC. He was living. Oh, what did I do to myself? Oh, I lost myself here. Um, they had a fire. Their house. What had happened? Him and his brothers were playing. This is naughty. He had 3 brothers. They're playing with those. It was just before Christmas. Those plastic soldiers. And I guess his older brother says, "Hey, look, I got a flamethrower." And he used like a lighter and a bit of hairspray or something. Anyways, we can put the rest together. So he was said, I remember I was so afraid in my underwear, 8 years old, hiding in the outhouse, watching this go down. Then they lost the whole house and everything. They said it was, but the people in the town and the fire department that really made sure they still had a Christmas and a place to live. But so he decided to smoke. He freaks out too. Yeah. Oh, Isla says the fire department told me to stay in my apartment because I'm in a wheelchair and not use the elevator. Yeah, it is nerve wracking. See, that's why I can't. I would use the elevator if I could do that. But he'd probably get nervous and start peeing all over the place, and then I'd really be in trouble. He's still a puppy. Oh, yeah. He's getting better, though. He's getting better. But I think, me being on the second floor, and it is right in the front, I'd be the first person that the fire department saw. And that's probably why I ran outside during the fog machine incident. But yeah, we've got a good group living here now. We used to have used to have a few troublemakers. We actually had like a child pyromaniac for a while. She lit fire in the downstairs storage room. Oh, there a whole bunch of places. I'm telling you, it was just. But they moved. Thank goodness. Um. Yeah, but now it seems we've got a good group living here. Don't know about the poor girl downstairs with the whole pipe bursting thing. I feel bad for her. I hope she's got. Well, she has to have insurance. You have to have insurance to live here. Yeah. So yeah, bringing in a quiet new year. Probably bed by 7 or 8, up by 2 as usual. I just my it just I guess it's just you have your own sort of rhythm of mind happens to be early to bed, early to rise. Um, hmm. But maybe I'll take a look and see if I can find some Hilo webcams. We got a few a few fireworks, but it sure didn't even compare. remember how our dogs reacted at the time either. Aya says, "Well, my birth dad was a firefighter and fire chief, and he had some stories. Some were very funny, from little kids who accidentally started their garage on fire. Yeah, playing with like, blowtorches and plastic soldiers. Yeah, my ex-husband started an entire island. He never. I don't think anybody even knows. In Toronto, they have the Toronto Islands, and they have one little island. And he told me how he accidentally started the entire island. It's a small island, but I don't think he ever owed up to it. Yeah. I was not much of a fire person, even though I'm an Aries. I'm never much of a fire fan of the fire. I do like campfires. We lived in the farm. That was nice. We could have campfires. Mm. And my son, he's really into campfires. I think he goes camping for the campfires alone. But I like having the fireplace too. Yeah, fire's nice. Ida says, one little 4-year-old asked, my dad, am I going to jail, Mr. Fireman? Yeah, I bet. At least he understood what he did was wrong. My youngest son, when he was about 6 or 7, he was sitting. My husband and his brothers we lived by a school. Were playing like ball hockey, and he was sitting on this chain, the chain that keeps the driveway closed during non-school hours, and he fell back and hit his head. So of course, my brother-in-law comes flying back on the rollerblades with him in his arm, and he's bleeding like crazy. And Mom, the fire truck comes, and he asked, what was that show? Am I going to be on Emergency? They had that in the early 90s, that Emergency, that's one of those uh, first real life type shows. Am I going to be on Emergency on the TV? But as it turned out, in the back of your head, when you hit it, it bleeds a lot, but it didn't do any permanent damage. I believe he has a scar there now, though. I think that, when your hair grows, you see that scar in the back. He was quite a little daredevil, the youngest one. The oldest one and the youngest ones were the daredevils. The oldest one was the accident-prone daredevil. You could find an accident walking down the street. Honest goodness. I remember he was walking down the street and when he was about 7 and tripped on a little tiny bit of change in the sidewalk. And, oh my goodness, his poor little face. Oh. It's weird because then the second was the third were quite easy. I just think it's because the first one was so challenging. But then I was very young, Mom. I was learning all this stuff for the first time. I didn't even have younger siblings to practice on. But he survived. He's actually 50 now. So. And also on the monkey bars. Who designed those old monkey bars? One time he fell from the top of the monkey bar and hit every single bar on the way down, but did not break a bone. Okay, my TV's going to turn itself off, so I'm going to pop up here for 30 seconds and turn it back on. Oh. Come on, TV. I know you're an old girl, but you can do it. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. I'm good for another hour. Television. Yeah, he's just very, very accident prone. I think he's outgrown it, though. I really do. I hope he's outgrown it. He's been really involved with theater lately. He was in that musical. Oh, I Can't remember what it was called, that rock and roll one. I don't even remember. Anyways, and also the Rocky Horror Picture Show recently, and Mary Poppins. So I'm glad he's really enjoying that. I've actually got online in my YouTube playlists from J.N. Burnett School, his very first theatrical performance in 1990 when they did Lumberjacks and Wedding Bells. I went and posted about it on the J.N. Burnett Secondary School of Richmond's Facebook page, and a lot of people were quite, "Oh my God, that's my mom," or "Oh my God, that's me," or "I remember that." Again, it's a good idea. I really enjoy watching these videos from the 80s and 90s, like home videos. I don't care who they belong to. Just like doing the genealogy. I don't care whose genealogy I do. I just, it's something that interests me. And I think it's that old thing too, is, when you have autism and you're high masking and you're always trying to sort of like, you're always looking at other families and how, the rules of life type thing. I think maybe that has an interest too. Huh, this is all, well, this before would seem weird or strange, and that now that neurodiversity is becoming more accepted as people understanding it's just a way of thinking. I'm starting to think a lot of these things that I was made to mask, or I was told to, we don't talk about that, have become superpowers. They really are. You know, I feel much better about myself, the ability to accept it. I'm just hoping that things continue the same way. What's our new like I wrote down the other day, we have in British Columbia, new, what's this, Governor General or something. Anyway, she's founded one of the Pacific Autism Family Network or something. And I thought, well, good. The more people we can get into, just to understand, and um, we can keep things going in a positive note as far as neurodiversity and differences, and accepting the differences, and that's all. But I'm starting to realize that all these things that I was made to suppress or made to mask are actually my superpowers. And I wish it hadn't taken me to age 67 to figure that out. But I'm positive about the future of the young people on the. Is it okay to say on the spectrum? That's the other thing too. Is I'm finding is we're getting to different argumentative groups about what should be said and what shouldn't be said. But those of us who don't think like everybody else, I think that the more that we're accepted, the better it's going to be, and the better it's going to be for everybody. You know. Who knows? We got to think of different ways to get the answers to some of our problems. We can't all think the same way. That's why we've got people like Elon Musk trying to shut down Wikipedia, because he doesn't want people to only have one set of views, and that comes from whatever agenda he has. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that at all. I mean, I'm pretty. I like to, check things out, be fact based, and whatever. So I don't know how much truth there. I can just see it happening. I don't know much about the man, but I don't know. It's just part of that big old mess I'm looking at. So of course, I'm just waiting to see. Well, we got a couple of weeks. We got a couple of weeks until everything changes over. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Interesting. It's one of those times you wish you're living on a desert island somewhere. Give me internet access to satellite in a desert island. I'd probably do okay. I could probably do just fine until all the dust settles. Well, I've been going for an hour now. I think I'm gonna hunker down and listen to a little bit more of the Archangel Michael's meditative music. So nice. Calm me so well. And then I'm gonna check what I'm gonna change a bobblehead link in the bobblehead group. And I think I have another Another, I can't remember. I had another thing I had to change. The things I got to change. I think I'll do that. And who knows what else? I don't know. So you have a great day. It was nice having coffee with you again this morning. And do everything I can to be here again tomorrow. Maybe I'll be on. Maybe I'll be on during the day. I don't know. Maybe. I would say maybe because there's always that possibility. Maybe if Miles is being cute or something. I think people would much rather look at Miles to tell you the truth. I bet you maybe Miles is the answer, hey? Okay, Hyla, have a great day. Thank you again for coming. It's always appreciated. And just have a blessed and wonderful day.